that's bad is there. Supply from Bucharest would be good. Except for the fact that I can't use their air bases. I can, I just can't upgrade them. Where are they? Back here. Alright, so once they're deployed, we're going to use Bulgaria and see if we can fly into Moldova from there. Come on, hurry up and deploy. Come on. Come on. Am I being bombed? Yes. Let's just get a couple of repairs going. Otherwise we're back to doing synthetic refineries, which is fine. Like, having the backup oil supply would definitely be useful. Alright, those are close air support. These are still deploying. How long is it going to take you? 27th of March. Okay. Now I know when to check again. 27th of March. Right, we are being attacked here quite aggressively. I'm going to tell you to stop pushing and just act defensively, because my main push is down here in the south. Although I gotta say that Rommel not exactly impressing me so much yet. Although we have pushed across the river here. Where are you guys? Soviet railway differences. Our officers complain the Soviet railway gauges differ from our own. This makes the Soviet railway systems almost completely useless to anyone except for the USSR. Soviet states have -1 infrastructure under Axis control, and you are completely in the wrong place. I don't know what past Mordred was doing over there, but whatever it wasn't good. Oh, I know what it was. It's because I was aware of the supply issues facing us here. Yeah, that's fine. These were going to be my reserves for the triumphant march through Ukraine, which hasn't really happened so far. The assassination of Leon Trotsky. Leon Trotsky, once the top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, died today in Mexico City Hospital. He was attacked in his home with an ice axe by a Spanish national believed to have been in the employ of the NKVD. Okay. 1,600 bombers. What? We're gonna need more planes. Problem is, I don't really have any spare. Oh, it's because behind their lines we're actually positive. It's because that's only actually recon. I don't think I have my Air Force over here, thinking about it now. Where are they all? I grounded them. So no, I never did sort out the Air Force. Shoot. Right. It's actually relatively easily fixed. Because a bunch of them are assigned, I just need to go click, click. And now they take off. And there we go, green air. Can't believe I didn't do that already. That would explain why the Russians are so concentrated down there, because we were not concentrated against them anywhere. Okay, then we have a couple of air wings which are currently not doing anything. Which is not you two. Those are tactical bombers. Those are all fighters. Okay, bringing in more air power. One of my agents was captured. That is most unfortunate. By the Dutch! Oh no, we rescued him. Prepare that one. Resume mission afterwards. Send in the newbie. Commence when ready. Go. I would also like to infiltrate their army. With you and you. Go. And the civilian administration, so I know a little bit more information about them. Go. Frackin' Dutch. Exactly. There we go. Now the air situation is looking rather more positive. Annoying I didn't have that already set up, because it basically wasted the initial push. But we're making a couple of crossings into their land. The attacks are looking a lot more positive. What are you? Attack bomber. You are all tactical bombers, which are all going to be based further back. Close air support against you. Yeah, these are all the Scandinavian aircraft I brought up there to go and help with the blockade against Britain. Don't need that anymore. Vichy France asked for permission to rearm. Vichy France has asked for permission to begin the task of rearming itself in order that it can defend itself in the future. Should we accept? No. Okay, Moldova now has a massive concentration of aircraft. And some pretty hefty air battles going on. Now, the question is, are there any aircraft not currently doing their thing? And if so, why? Yes. All of my bloody aircraft. Trying to save fuel early on. Hey, kitty. I think he's playing Airport Simulator. It feels that way right now. And suddenly, now that I'm actually supporting my attacks with Air Force, I know, crazy concept, we're actually starting to make some gains. How much damage are we doing to the Soviets? Not a lot. They've killed 3 times as many of mine as we've killed of them. I'm sure it's fine. Oh man, the sooner we can get out of this stupid pocket, the better. We've got some decent river crossings over there, so once the whites arrive, we should be able to make good use of them to push further forwards. We do have further reinforcements in production at the moment. Embargo Iceland. Iceland's been allowed to trade freely for too long. We can pressure one of our allies to reduce trade with them. Yes. Silly Iceland. Thinking they could be all independent stuff. That is a lot of horse transports we're short. Huh. Well, I guess we need to increase production of horse transports. Yeah, horse transports. Yeah, horse transports. Where are you? There you are. We're going to go down to 2 whole lines. Now, what do I have a lot of? Motorcycles, recon equipment, radio equipment. Motorbikes, recon, radio. Radio we've already massively reduced. I have a feeling even motorbikes we're not making that many of. Yeah, just one. Can't really reduce it much more than that. Cavalry equipment, but I feel like I took that from Poland. That's a lot of mortars and a lot of machine guns. Okay, we can reduce those. Mortars we're not doing. Machine guns we're not doing. I think we just need more factories. And we are going to do that once we've got the synthetic refineries out of the way. Fair enough. Okay, now that you're actually going to get proper air support, how are you feeling about attacking? There are some colossal air battles going on here, but we are shooting more of them down than they are of us. That is also some absolutely colossal air power. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1 or 2 of you to other regions just to balance it out a little. Although Moldova is absolutely where I want the majority of my air power concentrated right now. Question. How is the Soviets looking in terms of factories? Yeah, see, they have about the same number as me, which is not right. Oh man, someone's been trying to break through their blockades. Britain. Someone's been failing to break through the blockades. Britain. I don't know where you're getting these convoys from. You have none left. None. Well, that was an American. That's some more destroyers. Good. Haven't seen any losses during all of that, which is good. I have been targeting some of my submarines in there, which I'll need to rejig my situation. Okay, they've actually got a couple more convoys in place once again. Fuel reserves continue to dwindle. And America's convoys have also increased. Alright. Destroyers, that's you lot. I'm going to need you. Wait, why have you got no commander? Well, Herman Boehm is the perfect person for this. Convoy escort. Here and here. Just be really careful about it. I think I told you to go back to port because the British kept catching you. Burmese Empire declared war on Burma. That is another airbase. Which we put into here. Agent was captured. This is a dangerous time. Oh no, that was one of theirs. Okay, good. Hold on, team. These are troop upgrades where we are rather behind the times when it comes to artillery. Let's go ahead and upgrade our light artillery. Can start researching tigers now. Not with an infantry tech center, I can't. Okay. Strat bombers are starting to arrive. Improved hydrophone. That's something I'm going to need to do a replacement for, isn't it? Yeah, it's better sonar. Okay. Do we have the most modern engines? No, we could upgrade the torpedo capabilities, which might be a good idea. We also need to improve our guns. Yeah, improve the light naval AA. Oh, hang on, fire control. Wow, we have really bad fire control. And fire control in this actually matters. And what we can do is upgrade... Oh, man. All of these got reflagged. Why do these look newer than that? Oh, capital ship versus heavy cruiser, that's why. Oh yeah, the Kaiser class. Those are not the same. Well, regardless, what I want to be looking at right now are the Escort 2s, which I believe are what I'm building. They are. Because I can add better sonar. I have sonar 4. And we're going to turn these into Escort 3. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make one more of each of those. And then we're going to start flipping over to the Escort 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So much prefer this system where you have more dockyards. Sorry, more building underway at one time. Less dockyard. Use snorkel is OP. Yeah, I don't need snorkel though. I haven't been losing like any submarines. Because we're out in the Atlantic. As long as you're out in the open sea, you don't need snorkels. You just don't. If we were trying to catch them in here like the Soviets are doing, yeah, maybe. Alright, we are now across the big rivers in many places. We also broke through the defensive line down here. The purple attack has once again stalled, so you can go ahead and stop that so we're not just throwing resources at that issue. And the green attack has also somewhat stalled. Actually, no, it hasn't. Not really. Where were my transport planes? There. I'm going to put these closer to the front line. And then the aircraft which are already in these, I'm going to pull back a little. Unless they're assigned to an army, in which case they can do it themselves. Because they'll do that automatically to balance out the base usage. Because I really want to get supply going to my front line. New technology, another all-purpose, and I think I am going to start putting these all-purposes onto the tank production. So we'll go for the Panzer 4, just to get the most modern version. And then we can start pumping those out. Because our tank production is pretty decent. Tanks and planes, that's what we do. Tanks, planes and ships. And we knew that Operation Barbarossa would be more difficult because, one, we did it late. 26 more American convoys sunk. Nice. And two, because we went with the Britain first policy. Unlike the Battle of Britain, we succeeded. Panzertruppenschule is done, so the Panzer troops now can go to school. Reichskommissariat, I don't think they're going to be that useful. And yeah, we're going to establish the Gestapo so that we can get rid of the subversive people. Speaking of subversive, have I been upgrading my counterintelligence? I have not. I really should be. Oh, we also have a bunch of refits that we can do, which we should take a look at in a minute. Round up horses. Gain 2,000 units of cavalry horse equipment. That actually sounds like it might be really useful. Round up those horses. I'm not seeing Alsace. I think I've already done it. Right, so we want to do these refits just because they are cheap and they do upgrade the divisions which I've left lying around, I think. Although actually the Panzer divisions, I'm not sure that I did change. Hang on. Yeah, these are the ones that I didn't edit because they were the funky colour. So we're going to do the Panzer 8. We're going to form the 13, refit 6, 7, and 11. Go. And we also have the SS divisions. How do I access that again? That was in here, wasn't it? Yes. Oh yeah, we've got loads of them. Well, one. That's loads! No, we have literally just the one. Do that too. Formed the 13th Panzer Division. The division was originally formed as an infantry division in 1934. In 1937 it was motorised and named the 13th Motorised Infantry Division, which participated in the campaigns against Poland and Western Europe. Following the fall of France in 1940, the division was reorganised as the 13th Panzers. Form it. Forming the 6th Panzer. With the new Panzer 3 and 4 technologies researched, the new Panzer 3 and 4 comes available for the Panzer Division. Panzer 3s and 4s will be added to the order of battle, also engineers will be trained in more offensive doctrines and are refitted as combat engineers. The 7th Panzer Division was an armoured formation of the German army in the World War II. It participated in the Battle for France, the invasion of the Soviet Union, the occupation of Vichy France, and on the Eastern Front until the end of the war. The 7th Panzer Division is sometimes known by its nickname, the Ghost Division. The division met with great success in France in 1940 and then again in the Soviet Union in 1941. In May 1942, the division was withdrawn from the Soviet Union and sent back to France to replace losses and refit. It returned to southern Russia following the defeat at Stalingrad and helped check a general collapse on the front in a series of defensive battles as part of the Army Group Don, and participated in General Erich von Manstein's counterattack at Kharkov. The division fought an unsuccessful offensive at Kursk in the summer of 1943, suffering heavy losses in men and equipment, and was further degraded in subsequent Soviet counter-offensive. Through 1944 to 45, the division was markedly under strength and continuously engaged in a series of defensive battles across the Eastern Front. It was twice evacuated by sea, leaving what was left of its heavy equipment behind each time. After fighting defensively across Prussia and northern Germany, the surviving men escaped into the forest and surrendered to the British Army northwest of Berlin in May 1945. The 11th Panzers. The 11th Panzer Division was formed on the 1st of August 1940, and the 11th Schützen Brigade and the Panzer Regiment 15 removed from the 5th Panzer Division an element of the 231st Infantry Division, the 311th Infantry Division, the 209th Infantry Division. Most of its members were from Silesia. Upgrade the 8th Panzer Division. In 1938, the 3rd Light Division was formed, consisting of the Panzer Abteilung 67, the 8th and 9th Cavalry Schützen Regiments, as well as the Aufklärungs Regiment 59. The 3 Light Division was sent to participate in the 1939 invasion of Poland, after which it was converted into the 8th Panzer Division in the winter of 39. As part of the reorganisation, its reconnaissance regiment of 2 battalions was split, one going to the 10th Panzer and the other staying with the 8th. The 2 battalions comprising the Panzer Regiment and the 10th from East Prussia were added, as was the Schützen Brigade 8, which was now controlled by the 8th Schützen Regiment of 3 battalions and the Kreuzschützen Battalion 8. The Panzer battalions were equipped primarily with Czech tanks and Mark II light tanks, leaving the 8th Panzer Division with a total of 212 tanks, 58 Mark IIs, 118 38Ts, 23 Mark IVs, and 15 command tanks in the organisation for the Battle of France. The division also contained an anti-tank battalion of initially only 2 companies, equipped with the ubiquitous but seriously underpowered 37mm PaK 3536, a pioneer division, signals and support units. The divisional artillery was supplied by 2 battalions of 105mm howitzers. Now, do any of those get removed from units? Yes. All of them. So 4 of you go into that one, and hopefully you're nearby. And 1, 2 of you go into that one. And then the SS Grenadier Polizei is a pretty hefty unit. These are all motorized. Okay. Then you can go into that unit. And one of these guys